So let's take a look at the latest numbers, because the numbers are moving, and they're moving in a direction that rhymes with Democrats are energized and Republicans are in big, big trouble. And this all comes from a new flash poll from G. Elliott Morris, the data analyst, with one of those names that sounds like he's in a character from a 1940s radio drama. And this poll shows that support for ICE operating at airports is virtually non-existent. I mean, the images of agents in tactical gear getting paid to do absolutely jack shit while overworked TSA agents are checking for IDs without pay, leading to hours-long waits at terminals, turned out not to play well with the traveling public. Who would have thunk it? And it's all because the DHS government shutdown now in its 40-plus day. And we have polls coming from state-run media that are even showing these numbers are terrible. I mean, CBS News put this week that the majority of Americans are blaming Trump and the Republicans. Shocking, given that it was Trump that specifically is demanding the SAVE Act be attached to the DHS funding, and then he celebrated when the shutdown began. I mean, again, the own goal energy here is remarkable. And this is a poll put out by the folks with Barry Weiss in charge. And the numbers, they don't get much better for the Iran war. Morris's polling shows that while minimal initial support for the strikes existed, we've got gas prices, economic disruption, American casualties, and the lack of any clear explanation of what the hell we're actually doing over there has eroded any support that existed significantly. And right now, the Trump regime and the horrible Iranian government are in a competition for who's more untrustworthy. I mean, gas prices are at levels that are not seen since 2008. And the war disruption to the energy markets has been described by economists as worse than 1973 and 1979, those oil shocks combined. Meanwhile, you've got the 82nd Airborne being deployed to the region, which is the kind of thing that happens when no boots on the ground meets the reality of an actual war that we can't call a war. And Trump's approval rating has dropped to the low 40s, and it's kind of stayed there in most polls, which, by the way, who in the world makes up that 40%? I mean, I know that we've always had this small contingent of terrible people in this country, but 4 out of 10 people actually approve of the job Trump is doing? I mean, with Epstein, grocery prices, multiple wars, the FIFA Peace Prize winner, Epstein, housing markets, mass goons in our airports and neighborhoods, Epstein, the thinly veiled racism, and Epstein. With all of that, you have 40% approval. It's crazy. But in good news, the generic congressional ballot has swung 8 points towards Democrats since the Iranian war began. And midterms are coming up. And even Republicans in swing districts are quietly beginning to develop opinions about the war, about the shutdown, and about ICE being in our airports that are getting more and more different from the official Trump position. And of course, all of that is more and more reason that Trump is going to do everything in his power to make sure that November is not a fair fight. And that is why we need you to support independent media like us. It doesn't have to be just us, but any independent media that you get news from. You need to go ahead, subscribe to them, hit that notification bell, give them a like, give them a comment, because in the lead up to November, stories like this are more and more important.